I'm not even sure how to start the show off this time. I mean, what did you guys do in the past week?
Nah, you was doing a good. Yeah, there you go. You was doing a good job. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah, this nigga is so incredibly sunk. This nigga in this.
Everything. My whole world's flipped upside down right now, man. I don't know.
Do you want to explain why?
No, I don't. I don't want to bring it back up because I'm gonna change my opinion of you. I've gotten to the point where and thought you could pick out food for me, but now you can't, and so I can't trust you.
Well, to be honest, I'm the one that lets you usually choose what to eat anyway.
And I'm going to keep choosing from now on.
I mean, that's fine. I trust your opinion.
You have to at this point. I don't know where.
Hey, just your opinion just doesn't matter anymore. The
show
it's not that it doesn't matter. It's just different.
The show is called In My Opinion, but this is like literally one of the things that you just can't have the opposite opinion of. Or there's not even an opinion to get with. It's just hard facts. And the hard facts are Taco Bell's trash tier, Chipotle's good tier.
Good tier. I love how you didn't say top tier. He said good tier.
I didn't say that Taco Bell was good tier. You just said,
by picking
just pick it.
You're assuming it is, but...
No, I just said I already told you the factor and the reason why I picked it, and then you were still blown.
Yeah, because the one clearly has better quality food, and the other one doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IMO Podcast, the only show where we talk about nothing but factual shit and only factual shit. I am your host. I'm your host, Andre. Call me Dre. All that good shit. Wow, I guess I'm stuck on your Palico here, guy. Good God.
Yeah, she's going to a wedding today. Actually, it's more like a funeral. She's going to a wedding today.
Oh, okay.
It's more like a funeral because I'm red monsters.
Right. Yeah, the IMO Podcast, the only podcast where we talk about absolutely nothing and only nothing. But when we talk about facts, we gotta talk about facts. Flo, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
You added an extra hey. I'm not used to this.
But it's off a Missy Elliott song. I thought you would
changes. I'm not good with changes.
I'm not good with changes either.
I'm a conservative. I can't do this.
Right.
So, is it part of your autism? Is that why you don't like changes?
Ooh. God, what the fucking clap back?
Hey, Jared, what's up?
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
Sir, so I got a question for you, Jared.
What's up?
Do you ignore me on purpose? It's okay to tell the truth.
I don't.
Are you sure?
I am like 106.9% positive I don't ignore
you. Because I messaged you last week because I thought you died.
Where did you message me at?
I can pull up the screenshot right now, nigga. You did.
No, I didn't ask you. I asked you where did you message me?
On Facebook.
Okay, did you message me in a group chat or did you direct message me?
It's a direct message.
Bullshit. Okay,
I'm looking at it right.
Hold on, let me
confirm, guys. This nigga doesn't look at my chat. I'm looking at your dumbass SpongeBob profile picture.
That's a baller SpongeBob picture.
Thank you, Maurice. Thank you.
It doesn't matter because you don't. It's okay. It's okay. You could just say that you don't.
I swear to God, I don't see anything of you.
It's cool. Just say you don't fuck with me. It's okay. I mean, I
feel like Andre felt neglected. He's kind of like a cat. He needs like constant attention.
Oh, I feel exactly. Very tension.
I need that cons, man. I didn't hear from you last week, and I'm like, whoa, what happened to Jared? We should give some attention to Jared.
He's about to file a missing persons report.
You know what's funny?
He probably sent the ambulance to your house.
No.
Wait. I think I see what happened. We're not friends on Facebook.
Dog.
Why are you so hurt?
Yo, I'm like, I don't see anything.
Still no fucking excuse, nigga. Okay, so just forget everything I said in the last 5 minutes. I direct you in chat. What's that thing called? I mention you in chat. You don't say shit, but it's okay. You don't fuck with me. It's all good. Hey, Maurice, what's up, man?
I just added you.
What's good?
I'll think about accepting you. Maurice, what's going on?
Playing Monster Hunter, 200 hours strong. Pretty sure you guys saw the timestamp.
200. Is that why you left it there for so long?
Oh no!
Is that why you?
No, I was checking out some stuff on the stream, make sure everything was going.
Sure.
I
Nigga,
handled that back end. That's
nigga wanted to show off his armor, his palico, how many hours he got in this game and shit. You not slick, nigga.
Not to brag, but I can solo Tempered Kieran by myself now. Pretty proud.
I don't even know what that is. We about to get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen.
You remember Sasuke's attack from Naruto, actual Kieran? They actually like got the rights to that move, turned it into a creature, and put it in this game.
That sounds terrible. So was the fucking thunder coming out the sky or some shit?
It's a little small scale, but it does a fuck ton of damage just like that attack. It's like a thunder lightning unicorn.
Nah, I'm good. I don't know. I'll play something else.
Nah, I'll take you with me. Don't hey, Maurice.
Nah, it's good. I don't want to do.
What are we doing?
Anyway, guys, if you like what you're hearing, which I'm not too sure how you could like what we're hearing, we have been talking about absolutely nothing. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. What's that other shit? Smash that like button. I think that was a meme like a year ago. So yeah, do that shit. Leave a comment, a good comment. We don't want no bad comments up in here.
No bad.
We don't want those nigga comments. Yeah, no, only good vibes. Bitch, don't kill our vibes. All that good shit. Anyway. Let's get on with the show. So guys, I have a question for everybody. Jared, you ready? I'm gonna start with you first. Chipotle or Taco Bell?
That's Chipotle. Chipotle. Like
I'm going with Chipotle too. Hey Maurice, Chipotle or Taco Bell?
Chipotle. What the fuck?
All right. So since there's no one else in this stream here, we can just keep on going with the. We can just keep on going. Next.
No third option. No option to go Grubhub, get anything else.
No. I
feel like why are you limiting yourself to just two options?
Because so
like that's limiting yourself to good food.
So if you
I told you I would choose neither, and you didn't accept that. So you only have yourself to blame. You only have.
There's no options.
Because I never limit myself to just two options.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Breaking the fourth wall with this shit right now. God damn.
Address yourself as like a Martian alien.
Yo.
I will accept that. I know that I'm out of this world, so
stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, just so y'all know, it wasn't me this time. Maurice started this. Haha. See? But yeah, these two got into a furious, I guess, a really heated debate about Chipotle and Taco Bell. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but we all know there's one right answer.
It wasn't even about which is better. The debate was why are you picking Taco Bell?
Why are you only limited yourself to two options? You told me to pick one. I picked the one that didn't have E. coli. So
Taco Bell did.
When did Taco Bell have E. coli?
2006.
How many times does that happen with Chipotle? Because I feel like it happened more often with Chipotle.
Whoa, you can't switch it up like that. Your main complaint was that Chipotle and E. coli and Taco Bell didn't. Now that Taco Bell does, well, how much did Chipotle have? Nah, I'm not going for it.
Not even having it. My man Jerry with the classic backups.
What I'm trying to figure out is where's this? Why are you limiting yourself to only two options? If I go to Five Guys and they only serve cheeseburgers and hot dogs, I can't just go up to them and go like, "Well, how come y'all don't do Alfredo?" You can't. You can't do that.
It was just a scenario to compare which of the two you think were better. That was the only limit for this certain example. Like there was no like you can only have two things ever. Blah 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 blah. It was like shit tier food or actually decent food. That was it.
And even in the scenario, I would go on Grubhub.
Okay, so guys, we're about to. Okay, so to end it. Okay, so stop. Let's to wrap this up. I'm about to play devil's advocate. In Flo's defense, Chipotle stock has been going down because they have been having an outbreak of E. coli incidents. That has been happening, especially around in the Bay Area region, and actually, believe it or not, in our region. That is a thing, but it's kind of obscure. It's not like, hey, a nigga died every week. On Maurice's side, it's more of it's like you said, it's an example. You're supposed to pick this option instead of this could have been anything. He could have been, hey, do you want to eat shit or do you want to eat something that's actually edible? That's almost what he's getting at. So it kind of goes both ways. I can see both sides of each opinion. But
technically both shitty.
No, because you're only complaining about the fucking E. coli that you can get from it, but never the taste of the food.
And to be fair, I gave you the option to choose neither, and I rather like Star, but you didn't accept that.
Okay, again,
so
by answering in that way, you're missing the entire fucking point. Can we please move on?
Yeah, I mean it's Andre's fault for bringing it up. So
who the fuck has Grubhub?
What is that?
What's wrong with Grubhub?
Thank you. I think Grubhub is some type of app. I think it's Uber Eats or some shit. I don't know. Anyway,
I used to have Grubhub, but then it got kind of like outclassed by Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Exactly.
Because like a lot of the places stopped fucking with it. Like, and the main reason I used it was for the carryouts, and the carryouts stopped fucking with it.
Well, too bad for them.
No, I mean I've been using Grubhub lately because
Any fucking way.
I'm like, nice Darth Vader voice.
That was not Darth Vader.
Small?
Jesus Christ.
Oh!
No, just
I'm not even a Star Wars fan, and I'm just like, oh,
man, you just lost like 4 subscribers just because of that shit right there. Anyway.
You have subscribers?
Yes.
Oh.
We have enough to where 4 actually matters.
Right. Well, I think we'll be out of the double digits if we lose 4 subscribers. Luke Cage. Good God, it's taking us this long to get into the topics. Luke Cage has now been officially. It is my fault. It's completely my fault.
Thank you.
It's completely my fault. Completely.
Heathen.
Even though I didn't make the dumbass opinion. Luke Cage came out with a pretty decent trailer. The blackest Netflix Marvel show because he's black.
I mean, and it's the only one, so.
Yeah, it has to be the blackest. So yeah, Luke Cage season 2 coming out June 22nd. That's actually a kind of it's kind of far away. Kind of yes, kind of no. Especially when Jessica Jones is right around the corner. So yeah, it's a little bit far away. Luke Cage, I'm not particularly excited for the second season of Luke Cage, but I'm on board. I mean, here we go. Can a nigga say anything? In fact, you can't say your opinion of everything is canceled. All right.
Not necessarily.
Let's face it, Luke Cage wasn't as good as Daredevil season 2 and Jessica Jones. If it's comfortably in between, if it's comfortably in between Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Defenders and Iron Fist, it's just very comfortably in between those two.
What do you mean comfortably in between?
So, okay, so
I mean to
well, let me put it like this. Here's what I think the thing is: Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Defenders,
and Iron Fist.
That's the ranking. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I was about to say.
Okay, cool. They were on the same page.
They are literally in the middle. Luke Cage is in the middle of those two shows.
You confused me a bit because you named them all together. And that was kind of.
Oh, my fault. Yeah. Oh yeah, my fault. You got the good ones, and then you got the not so good ones, and then there's Luke Cage in the middle.
And you got
question. Did you?
You got Chipotle here. You got Taco Bell here.
Question. So wait a minute. You would put Jessica Jones over Luke Cage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would slightly just change it just because I didn't like the ending of Jessica Jones, and I felt that Luke Cage probably had a stronger villain.
I don't know about the villain, but it was a more satisfying fight.
It's halfway.
I'll give you that.
It's kind of halfway. Jessica Jones did end very poorly. I will agree with you on that. But if you want to think about it, so did Luke Cage. Just saying. They had Cottonmouth. Spoiler: Cottonmouth died halfway in the season, and let's face it, Cottonmouth should have stayed. And then we get Diamondback, which I don't even fucking care about Diamondback, to be honest with you.
Right? They spent all that time on fucking Cottonmouth.
Yeah, they should have kept Cottonmouth. He should have died at the end. I actually like the way how he went out.
Yeah, I like
it made sense.
I liked what it did for the chick, his cousin. Like it kind of like let her go a little bit more, kind of like Kamina and Simon. So yeah, I do like that aspect of it, but I wish it happened a little later. I wish it was just like a big reveal, like, oh no, she was a bitch the whole time. Who could have saw that coming?
Maurice, Steven, let me know if Maurice is still kind of low. He sounds fine to me, but yeah, let us know in chat.
It's kind of low because my fucking PS4 sounds like a jet engine, so I had to turn it down low enough to.
Is that still happening?
Yeah, I can't fix it because I have to pop it open with a special tool, and I haven't bought that tool yet because there's like 2 screws in the system that can only get taken out by this one particular screwdriver that you're not going to find. You're going to find it, but you won't find it in like generic kits like the one I have.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Jared, you have been low but fairly audible. Okay, that's good enough. Jared, what do you think about Luke Cage season 2? Because Lord knows the trailer didn't tell us much.
Not gonna lie, Luke Cage season 2. When I saw that trailer, I'm like, is he about to spit some bars? Like,
yeah.
Like I really had a vibe of like a music video for this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, I'm about to hit a cold 16. I'm like, oh, I'm listening. And I see niggas just getting flipped through tables. I'm like, okay, I guess not.
Right. Yeah, they said he's black. Let's just go all the way. Let's make him extra black. Let's
like,
you can't kill me.
Right?
I mean, but is he lying though?
He's not.
I feel like this that would probably pop up on World Star in the show.
Him dying?
Damn.
No, World Star.
No, what would pop up on World Star?
No, that video. Like that's how it debuts, like through World Star.
Oh, okay.
World Star still a thing?
Oh wait, don't say that. So they might lose $1.3 billion.
Okay. I wish. Anyway, moving on. Okay, let's get this up. Season 2 looked. Legion is a show on FX. I remember days when I used to watch FX. I haven't watched FX in a while because I don't have cable. Haha. A show called Legion on FX. I guess it's some type of supernatural-ish show. It looks pretty
it's dealing with mutants, so it's a Marvel
as in X-Men
show. I don't think it's on the same time frame. I think I guess the best way to put it is almost like a spin-off.
Oh man.
They do, of the X-Men franchise.
Fuck, I thought this was an original thing. Oh, that kind of ruins it for me a bit. I was definitely about to check this out.
But I mean, it's still worth checking out. It's good.
I'm kind of disinterested now. I know it's somewhat Marvel and X-Men.
I'm sorry, what do you have against X-Men?
Nothing. Just a lot of fucking X-Men shit going on around lately.
Well, I mean, it's just a pretty big universe, and there's a lot of mutants. There's a lot of characters they could play with to the point where they could probably, each character, or at least most of their characters, could have their own show. Okay,
let me back up then. I'm getting tired. I'm getting a bit tired of everything being a comic book property. And I think it's mostly because it's making a lot of money. But I'm kind of getting comic book burnt out a bit. Our TV shows are comic books. Our big budget movies are comic books. Our comic books are comic books. Our games are loosely based off of comic books now. So I'm just feeling a bit burnt out. Like all of last year, most of my consumption was comic book shit. So when I went to the movies, it was for a comic book movie. When I was watching Netflix, Marvel. I'm getting a little bit burnt out of it, to be very, very honest with you. That's just me. That's my opinion. I know that you guys will probably disagree with that, but that's As in you that you disagree with me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's just me.
I'm
just
on the simple fact that like the world itself is like to be adored. Like it's not like it's ever been at this state before. Like comic books used to be like a thing for a particular group of people, and now that it's expanded and grown so vast, like with its world, because comic book worlds are some of like the deepest ones you'll find. Besides like these niche books, like sure I can't name any of them. I can't name any of them, but like it's like one of the few things that can be
Percy
mainstream.
Jackson, and something
a little bit more original than that. Like not just like piggybacking off of Greek mythology because everybody's gonna eat that shit up. But
the
like,
Maze Runner.
Why you gotta bring up shit to your like?
you said the ones that don't have depth.
No,
I'm just listening to all the YA books.
No. I mean the books that haven't gotten movies yet. Like yeah, that's what I mean. Like shit. The Mortal Instrument series, that's pretty low tier and kind of like teen bookish, almost synonymous to fucking
Maze Runner.
Yes. Twilight 2. That's what I was thinking about. Thank you.
I hate that genre of movies and shit. To be honest with you, it's so shallow. It's so generic. It's so hey, I'm white teen number 1. I'm white teen number 2. I'm the token black guy, and like, can we? I'm the love interest team, and can we stop this, please?
No, I feel you, but like their worlds get so expansive in the books, and like you don't really have anything like that anywhere else. Like now with the movies that we've been getting, like Matrix kind of fell in on itself. For one, I'm not even sure if that was that a book beforehand or
no. Well, they actually got sued because they
copyrighted.
Yeah, basically.
Someone told me that The Matrix was inspired by Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Is that?
I mean, yeah, you can see it. I mean, yeah, you can look at Ghost in the Shell and look at The Matrix. I mean, they didn't get sued for that. They got sued because they ripped it from some type of book. I think it was called The Third Eye or some shit. But yeah, the Wachowskis, they said they were into anime, and one of the biggest animes back then was shit like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, and stuff like that. So yeah, you can watch. Yeah, you can look at them. Shit. Where was I going with this? Legion. Looks dope. It looked really dope. I was watching the trailer. I'm like, oh, I am actually intrigued by this nigga who reminds me of Doctor Show on Fox. Help me out, Jared. I know you know what it is.
Don't look at me.
He has a doctor. He has a cane. He's a smart ass. Kind of like thank you.
Hey.
He's kind of like Maurice. He's Maurice if Maurice was a doctor, basically.
Why do people have such poor opinions of me? I don't.
I mean, I'm just going off of your friends, to be honest with you. I didn't really think that of you until they said it.
God damn it!
It was almost a meme. I'm sorry, son.
I don't want to be a meme.
I mean, every nigga though, every last one of them.
Stop.
Come on, son.
Stop. Steven, help me out here, son.
Guys, when I first met Maurice and I've met his friends, they all called him an asshole. Every single one. It even got to the point where it's like, oh, is this nigga actually not a good person? Because
it's not like he's not a good person.
Dang!
That's what
It's just like I guess some people may find the way he critiques things a little bit more intense and they can't handle it. So it's like, to be fair, like most people probably won't know that I'm an asshole, but like I'm have more charm to it, so people don't really catch on until it's too late.
Really?
So yeah.
The Outlaw. Johnny Black, sorry. The Outlaw, Johnny Black, who is basically Black Dynamite in some cases. I think I could see the comparisons. But anyway,
it looked like the same actor.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same character in the West.
Yeah, so it's pretty much Black Dynamite in the West. And this looked pretty dope. This is that black exploitation that I like. Like, we're just being obvious with it. Like, yeah, what if a nigga went back to? What if Shaft was in the West? Was a cowboy? That's basically what this is, and it's funny as fuck. the sound effects, the camera angles, everything. It's like an old spaghetti western, but with a nigga in it. It's pretty dope. It's like almost if Quentin Tarantino made a western. Oh wait, he didn't make a western. It's called Django. Think of a Django if it was Django was a comedy. Fuck. Hey Jared, what you think of this?
I kind of the same interest as I had with the Black Dynamite trailer. It looks like something I would definitely laugh at. My man is in jail. It's like, you stole my wife. I'm just like, oh, they about to fight. They about to fight in the end. I swear they about to fight.
Did anybody peep through what made the trailer for me was at the very end when they said the rating of the movie and this nigga said it's rated R, and I'm like, that makes I felt that on a personal level because that's exactly how niggas say R. It's not R, it's R. It's like REEAA. I'm like, okay, it's R, but whatever. That spoke to me. That's why I'm going to see this movie, just because of that one thing right there. Maurice, what you think of this?
It didn't really connect with me all that much. I didn't really care for it. I mean, I'd probably go just to watch it because it'd probably be just a good time type of movie. But initially, it just, I don't know. I'm feeling iffy about it.
Oh, wow. Conflict. We like something and Maurice doesn't. Flo, shit on his opinion like you do me. I'm waiting. No, I wait. Fuck him up.
I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't like, my man. Why are you on this? Because his stuff is hilarious. You know, it's gonna be good action because he's actually a legit martial artist.
Now call him a bitch.
Just like, I never did that.
Call him a bitch right now.
I never did that. That's Mo. He called you that. He makes it seem like I'm calling you that, but I don't.
Now pop off on him.
Now call him.
Oh my god.
This is discrimination.
Anyway.
You gonna take this, son?
Me?
Is that
Why are you gonna take this shit?
What am I taking? I don't know. It's a lot of words being thrown around, but none of them really directed at me. I mean,
they just called you a bitch like 5 times.
I don't remember that part, but okay.
No, that wasn't Jay. That's Andre and Andre alone. Because he's salty for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm always salty. You should see my blood pressure.
Because you're black.
What? That's racist. Even though black people do suffer from high blood pressure. I saw the joke there.
Hey. So, I finally got my claws. I'm really happy about that.
Your claws?
Yeah, on Monster Hunter. That's awesome.
Claws, as in
actual claws. Look at my character.
Those sharp things.
Yeah.
Is that an actual new weapon type?
Nah, it's dual blades.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, the pretty cougar looking thing?
Kinda?
Yeah.
Quick sidetrack. Maurice, that sword you were using before, the charge blade, was that the Nergigante one?
Yeah.
Nigger.
What?
Niggergante?
Why the fuck does that look like a dry paintbrush?
Ready to sweep these niggas up. It's more like a dry broom.
I respect you for that. I respect you for that.
Ready to sweep these niggas up. Okay.
Did they cook all that and there was shrimp in there? Okay. I still question the Palico Canteen. This man cooked up all meat and I just see shrimp on a fucking kebab. How the hell did he do that?
It's all good. What's up, Cameron?
It's not.
Yeah, shout out to that nigga Cameron. He helped me make my sneaker video. Shout out to that nigga.
You have a sneaker video?
Video?
Yeah, I posted it in chat. I guess you didn't look at it, Maurice.
Son, my job is hectic as fuck. I'm sorry.
Which chat?
Okay, sure. Right. And then your job is hectic.
Nigga, what if all your customers were just able to walk into your office and ask you to fix their problems?
Oh no, you got it. No,
Isn't that your job?
Yes, that's my job. I'm like fucking. I don't work at an Apple store, but I basically work at an Apple store.
Oh, that sounds
like
terrible.
I work for Capital One, and they basically like, Apple has a thing. We can do that and make our our tech guys' lives hell, and they did that, and now I work for them.
That sounds terrible.
It's awful.
Moving on.
Thank you.
In music news, this girl named Blimes. Am I saying it right? Blimes.
I hope it's Blimes. I didn't really give a fuck when I put her name down.
I really hope it was Blimes too, because if it's Blims or some shit, that's just gonna sound.
Yeah.
That's gonna sound stupid.
Well, let's get
anyway,
back to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, Blimes. The video is called "Hot Damn."
Yep.
I didn't really notice that. Featuring Method Man of all people. How did this girl get Method Man?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what kind of dropped my attention.
But then again,
not her rapping, just the fact. Oh man, you rap like that and you got Method Man. Holy shit!
Even though Method Man isn't exactly on top of the world right now, he's still one of the. I would still consider him one of the. I would say that Meth is top tier. Would anybody say that Meth is top tier?
Of course he's top tier. He fucking carried Wu-Tang Clan. This man can drop solo. He's not even a part of Wu-Tang Clan, but he's an honorary member, and he's been on like most of their songs, and he's dropped his own albums, which were actually pretty fucking dope. Like, have you heard Takao?
I haven't.
You should. It was really good.
I'll take your word for it.
Please do. That's all I have. That's all I have to my name.
That's all you have to your name? What? Anyway, yeah, this seemingly unknown girl got a Method Man feature, but then again, that's kind of been happening a lot in the music industry. I've noticed like these no-name people have been getting serious features. Like I think this one random ass nigga pulled a Chance the Rapper feature, and I think well, Migos isn't. They're not nobodies, but it I don't know. The music industry is kind of in a weird place right now. But anyway, one of the greatest of all time to ever do it, Method Man, is on Blime's video.
Can we talk about how like fucking generic she sounded as a rapper? Like I just
I was actually about to say that Method Man did his fucking thing on this track. This is Method Man song. Right, son. And like first off, no homo. Method Man actually looks pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. You know how like some rappers when you don't see him after a while they start to look like shit.
You didn't see him in Luke Cage.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
He did. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Wait, you didn't see the episode?
I saw the episode. I just said I forgot about it.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, yeah, Method Man has definitely aged well. Like he looks better now than he did back then. He does.
Yeah, exactly. He's like one of those people, and I'm like, wow, this is Meth. I'm like, yeah, he's got his. You can always tell like how good a rapper is doing when you can like, is he like cognitive and functional and shit. I feel that that's him. He's just an OG that actually took care of himself after his heyday. Like I remember Busta Rhymes didn't do that shit. That nigga just got fat. And who else? One of those other older rappers, and they just like let themselves go. I think Flavor Flav was always ugly, so you can't say him.
Right.
Yeah. Redman, Big Daddy Kane.
Redman. I can say
Big Daddy Kane let himself go.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Redman looks like at this point. It's been that long. Oh wait, no, Def Jam, Fight for Vendetta. Never mind. I remember exactly what they look like now. Shout out to Def Jam. Am I the only one that played Def Jam Vendetta?
I played Fight for New York. I did.
Yeah, I think I played that one too. I can't remember which one I actually played.
It was a great game.
It was funny as hell. That game was funny.
Anyway, damn, I need to play this game more. Look at these blades. Holy shit. I'm trying to get on Maurice's level. But then again, I gotta sacrifice too much for that shit though. I get to it. Good God, you just cut that fucking turtle off with those blades. Never mind. Let's
I'm telling you, Marvin is way more ahead than me. You don't really have to sacrifice much to get to my level, son. Again, I have a 9 to 5 just like you.
I'm gonna try to.
He's ducking your fighters. Just saying.
Because I've been practicing this. Okay.
No, you and Marvin keep ducking your fighters.
Every single week, we're not ducking you. You're just ducking yourself.
One of these weeks, I'm actually gonna just set it up. We're just gonna fight on podcast.
Hey,
that'd be great. I actually feel sorry for Maurice, but hey,
no, that's I mean, I do my thing. I put my thing in action. That's a Method Man song.
Really?
Yeah.
Good job. But anyway, back to the song. What can I say about the chick?
Nothing.
I like her. I like her clothes.
I did not like her chorus at all. I really didn't.
She had a nice style to her.
That's not the important part here, though. Unless you're trying to just be funny and say you can't talk about the important part, because there was no important part. Haha, jokes.
I mean, she doesn't. I mean, it's not really her fault because she's kind of new. Well, new enough to the point where I've never heard of her. But
that's no fucking excuse. I'm sorry. You can be new all you want and then experience, but if you're just a shit rapper, then you're just a shit rapper, and I hope you get better.
Yeah. And I think it's almost kind of like setting her up a little bit because like you put her with Method Man, and when you put like a new artist with someone that's considered legendary, you expect them to be at this certain level, and she didn't quite match that.
Right, and please believe Method Man's probably like a competitive dude. Like, oh, you're not about to outdo me, even on your fucking song.
Yeah, but she it's not even fair. I'm pretty sure that Meth probably didn't even give up his best for this shit, and he completely destroyed this shit. It's not the fact that Meth didn't give his best. I feel that this girl just didn't even try. Her voice doesn't even seem like it goes with the song sometimes, and I'm like, I'm not trying to judge it too harshly because
I am. When you got Method Man on your fucking track, you better fucking deliver.
Exactly, right? but I like the beat, I like the flow. Her voice is like, why isn't it syncing like Method Man is? And I'm like, did Method Man make the song? Like, what's
right? So like, he just did everything. Like, I'm gonna say this, and that. You write your verse, get back to me. Oh wait, your beat trash. Right. We're gonna use my beat. Never mind.
Right, like maybe that's just Meth just showing that he's actually a veteran in this shit. He actually knows fucking music, and this chick is, she's a novice and whatnot.
Again, son, he can carry his own fucking albums. That's not something everyone can do in Wu-Tang Clan, and he's not even a Wu-Tang Clan member. Like Ghostface Killer can do it, right? But RZA, Jizza, no. I've heard their albums. It's a no. They need like these other niggas on there so that they can like. Actually,
it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, it's a no for me, though.
Flonora, what you think?
Like, I mean, I kind of agree with y'all because I just, again, I don't feel like she was on the same level as Method Man, and I think like it probably would have been better off for her if she just premiered like on a solo track. Or with somebody else that's on the same level as her, because I felt like just putting her on with Method Man was kind of setting her up for failure.
Exactly.
Because it's like everybody's going to be looking at her. You know what I mean?
Like this is when you bring your best verse out because like you have someone that's top tier as that. And
right.
If I heard his verse, son, and I had already recorded mine, I would have went back to the drawing board, delayed that fucking verse, got a new one. Because there's just no way I'm gonna be like looking like shit against with one of the greatest rappers.
Yeah, especially when you put Method Man, just the name alone will get more clicks than just whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah, so for you not to bring your A game to this, I know her producer or whoever the fuck is gotta be looking at her like, you bitch, what do you right. Do you want to make money or? But she might be a good underground person. I don't know. She might find her place.
I hope so. I hope she gets better. Like, I really do.
Yeah, she seems dope. I mean, I don't know. Moving on. Here's actually a thought piece that we gotta stop saying that on the show.
No, fuck, that's so...
we do. We do.
I don't want to. I like thought piece. Fight me.
Okay, we can meet at where you want to meet at?
What?
You said fight you.
I didn't expect you to continue with that. You got it.
This nigga was like, wait, what are you talking about? Anyway, thought piece, guys, for everybody that's listening, thought piece is like, this is like just a random ass topic, a little bit more of a free form conversation and stuff like that. So
right. It's more commentary than our actual commentary.
Right, guys. In recent news, well, this is actually like news. Infinity War has moved up. Why? Because Robert fucking Downey Jr. said so. That's literally the only reason. So yeah, instead of May 4th, we are getting Avengers Infinity War. What was it? a week earlier. So I think it's like April 28th or 26th or something
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is actually a couple days after my birthday. Ha ha ha. So yeah, RDJ was like, "Hey, can we see this movie a little bit earlier?" Disney was like, "Well, fuck, we can't say no to Iron Man." So yeah, let's just move it up a week. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Disney is kind of fucking somebody over, or do you think this is just, hey, we're just going to do this because we all know you niggas are going to see it anyway, so we might as well just.
I think this was definitely a move to build hype for the movie and rake in more money.
Yeah, but how much more money do they want? That's the question.
How many more people do you think are going
to? I mean,
see
they
this
can't stay on top unless they form strategies to make more money.
Deliver.
So
this is going to print money because you have all of the characters in it. And Black Panther is literally one of the most successful movies of all time.
Yeah, so even if it winds up to be shit, like basically Transformers, you still made as much money as Transformers. Probably even more.
More a lot more than Transformers.
Do you know I'm almost speculating.
The latest movie?
Any of them.
I'm pretty sure
it's
that
over $1 billion total.
For each one?
No, total. Like all movies.
Well, that's actually not too impressive.
Have you seen those movies?
Actually, I like the first one.
Have you seen the later ones?
Okay, so now you're cheating. Now you're cheating. Now you're cheating. But yeah, the first one was pretty dope. It was, it was stupid. It was what it needed to be. And then they made a second one. And I'm like, oh wait, we're making a thing. And then they made a third one. I'm like, oh no. Oh no! Then they made a fourth one. I'm like, no. And then they made a fifth one, and then I just I pulled the plug on myself. I just killed myself. So, how many times are we going to say that Transformers is done? I know we're going to get back to the other thing in a second, but didn't they say that Transformers was ending like 3 movies ago?
I'm gonna let you finish, but
we're making money.
I know. I think they were with each movie. I think they were trying to get closer to what the animation was or what we seen on TV, just to make it seem more marketable. It didn't seem to really work.
Do not fucking try to defend Michael Bay like that. Do not.
No, I mean it's not like the 80s version, but there was like a series. One they did a dino version, and there was another one where they had the little kids involved. So I think that was their strategy. But it didn't work out.
Why
just because they rip like small elements from like the show doesn't mean they're never mind. Go ahead, Maurice.
Do you do PR for them?
I mean, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying
you hella are defending it. What the fuck?
I'm not. That's not my intention.
I suggest you work on your execution then, because it definitely sounds like you're defending it.
No.
Just no? Okay.
That wasn't it.
Okay. Andre, please continue. Cameron brought up a good point. Capitalizing on the hype of Black Panther. I actually agree with that.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? It's funny because I feel that Disney kind of knew that Black Panther was going to take off like hotcakes. And then they said, yeah, let's just put that nigga in. Literally, let's put that nigga. Let's put that nigga in. They're like, oh, put that nigga all in that Infinity War trailer. You need to get that black money. I mean, that's exactly how the mouse was. Like, yeah, let's just, yeah. They like Black Panther. Shit, let's make the war in fucking Wakanda. Why not? Like, let's. So yeah, good job for Disney. But let's face it,
having
Disney.
The fucking reads like shit.
I'm just waiting for Disney to like. I'm just waiting for them to press the mind control button, and then they'll just like start their world domination because these niggas are making too much money.
Can they do it a couple months after KH3 releases? Or...
True. Yeah, they can do whatever the fuck they want after that.
Right. Just give us like 3 months with the game before you take over the whole world.
And let's have 4. Why not?
4? Okay. Oh yeah, DLC. True. I feel you.
DLC. But yeah, this I mean, it doesn't really change my opinion of the movie, or what. It just means I get to see it a week earlier. Bet shit, let's go. because this is one of those things like I usually don't pre-order movies except for with fucking Black Panther because that shit would be sold out. Yeah, you really had to if you wanted to see it on the weekend.
Yeah.
Infinity War is looking like a similar deal. You got to pre-order if you want to see it that weekend and in a good movie theater. I'm not with this whole pre-ordering bullshit though, because that's just how you get bad shit. That's how you get bad shit with video games, and I mean, it could be possible with movies too. I don't know. So yeah, I think Disney and Marvel is like the only niggas that can get away with shit like that though. I mean, come on, pre-ordering a ticket for a movie that's never been a thing before.
That's not unheard of actually. Like people,
when is that ever?
Like Fandango allows you to buy movie tickets in advance.
Yeah, but that's something that's only come up within like this decade. Maybe I'll give you as late as 2008.
I mean, even then, it's not. That makes it not an old thing. I mean, not a new thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't like people weren't weren't pre-ordering tickets like Black Panther. When I say pre-order, I'm not talking about like, hey, it's Saturday morning. I want to see the show at like 7:00. Let me just go ahead and buy the tickets now.
You can pre-order like days in advance.
Exactly, and I don't think that has been like a regular thing. I think Fandango, and I could be completely wrong. I'm not an exec at Fandango, but I think that Fandango was more of, hey, you want to try to see the movies? Yeah, sure. It might be sold out by the time we get at it. Let's just pre-order it right now so that it doesn't sell out. But that's when you made the plans that day. We're talking about, hey, 3 weeks prior, we need to hurry up and get tickets because seats might be sold out. That type of shit.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But
I mean, it depends on the movie.
It's been longer, but it's always been like you can kind of order your tickets a week in advance. That's always been.
Oh yeah,
3 weeks is a bit questionable.
That's what we had to do with Black Panther.
Yeah, I know. 3 weeks is a bit questionable, like because I know you can't order past. You can't order earlier than a certain number of days. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel that it's going to start getting to like that shit that video games is doing right now. Pre-order now, you get a free small mini popcorn or some shit, which isn't even like half the size of a small popcorn or some shit, which isn't really worth anything. But the movie is actually shit. But they want to get butts in seats because they seemingly should give you something that's damn near free. I don't know if anybody notices. I'm going on a rant, but popcorn almost costs nothing. Popcorn is extremely cheap, but they make us pay $6 for it. But hey, that's my thing. But I can definitely see that becoming a business option if this this thing is it's crazy. I can see that becoming a business thing if this continues.
Yeah, I feel you on that, but it's kind of a different culture when it comes to video games versus movies and pre-order culture because a lot of games can hype themselves up to be super good, like Destiny 2. But let's just say a lot of people that go see movies and pre-order movie tickets are seemingly probably more smarter than the people who play video games.
Seemingly.
Yeah. That didn't come out right. It came out the concept came out right, but it's not like you're gonna get people to buy a movie ticket 3 months or a week. I mean, not 3 months or a week, but like 3 months to 3 weeks in advance, right? Like that's just not gonna happen because you're getting more. There's more. I would argue there's more to solicit from video gaming than actual going to go see a movie because it's just a 2-hour investment. So people are not going to. Black Panther, I want to say I'm gonna call it now, but I think Black Panther was just an anomaly. If there's another movie that's just as hype as that, hashtag Infinity War, then yeah, I could probably see it, but I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be like the culture norm. Especially when they got shit like fucking Twilight type movies coming out. Those lame ass Ramblance comedy novels. There's just not a market. I don't think there's a pre-order market for that. It's just yeah. So that's that.
Fair enough. I agree. I think that Black Panther was just a freak of nature of a movie. The hype behind this movie. I haven't seen this in a while, and I lived through fucking Avengers. So I did not expect Black Panther to be this hyped. Like, were niggas really begging for a black superhero like that? I guess I wasn't paying attention to the market. So, good job to Disney for.
Mary and Flonora ranting about that show.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I always like preach about black representation. I don't preach about it, but
Representation.
I always like appreciate black representation and stuff. Like Riri Williams becoming the new Iron Man, even though everybody hates her. Miles Morales making my characters, haha, look at that, she's black. Making my characters black when I make them, like all that other stuff, because I want to see more of it, but I'm just not able to, given like the development teams. And I understand why it sometimes happens, because you know they make worlds that are a reflection of their own, so it just kind of sucks. I just want. I'm saying it needs to happen, but it's cool when it does happen.
Yeah, and it's more exciting because you like see someone that looks like you breaking the stereotypes, and that's something that you often complain about too, Andre. It's just like, okay, why does this young black guy have to sell drugs to try to make it into college, and that type of story is kind of worn out. Yeah. But I mean, that was
kind of different circumstances, because he wasn't really like the typical black kid. But yeah, it did like it did fall on some tropes with certain characters. Oh, I didn't know it's broke to tell.
But but it's just kind of like, okay, it's just nice to see like, oh, we could see someone of our color that's like an engineer, a scientist, a king, someone of royalty, and that doesn't have like a British accent. So
I don't think I don't think the accent matters, but
okay. It's funny because most of our superheroes are British. That's the funny bit. Not too many people realize Superman is British.
British people are fucking godlike at acting, and everything. Even like some of the music we listen to, like fucking Coldplay. Like for Coldplay to always be a relevant band or a relevant group, like it's god tier.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, sir. Moving on. Moving on. Okay, so here's we'll probably end with this. Here's my question: do you guys? And I've noticed I've mentioned comic book fatigue, which I am getting. Do you guys think that Marvel should start to incorporate its own original superheroes? Jared, what you think? You ain't got no choice. Go, nigga.
What type of superheroes?
Their own original superheroes, like out of the blue, random. These are, you haven't seen these niggas before. They're brand new. They're original superheroes.
So like they never made the comic. They went straight to the movies.
Yeah, they're just a creation of Josh Whedon or whoever's directing the movie at the time.
I'd be down for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't see a problem with that as long as they mesh well. Like I don't want to see like a made up superhero and they just don't quite fit. Like, remember your complaint about Bliss and the Powerpuff Girl? It was like, oh, it was good to see a black female superhero.
Okay, so that's not fair. Nah, you reaching with that one. Bliss was just...
I'm not reaching. Can I finish my point? Because, like, you kind of complained about, like, how she was written in and kind of felt like it was a little awkward. So as long as they don't fall into that, then it should be fine, right?
So here's my counter argument to it. And I think me and Andre kind of going to be on the same page with this one. I don't think they should. There's absolutely no reason to, because the comics literally have every character you need. Else we are going to have a situation like Teenage Ninja Turtles movie with Megan Fox as April O'Neil. We're just gonna have a new character that doesn't really have a place, that doesn't have a place in the story because they were not made for the story, and then they're just gonna overlook.
April O'Neil was
not talking about April O'Neil. There was a character in the story that didn't belong in there, or not didn't belong in there, but they didn't need to be in there because they already had a character in the mythos that could fit that role. It was Baxter Stockman. Like there was no reason to not put him in the movie, and he's a low tier character, so it's not like you need to find a tier actor to play him. You just need to find some nerdy nigga, right? And so the thing, my argument is that you don't need to make new characters because everything you need in the movies are going to be, everything you need for the movies are already in the comics. You just have to do a little bit more research. So I don't think it is a good thing. Maybe after a certain point, once they've exhausted the list, which they probably never will, but I don't see there being a need for new characters when we haven't even we haven't even ventured into certain characters' worlds, right? Like we still don't have like a technical Iron Fist or any of his villains. for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so we're not even sure if they're going to dip into his world or Luke Cage's world or Spider-Man's villains. Like, there's no reason you need to. Absolutely not.
To be honest with you, I'm kind of 50-50.
You're 50-50, yeah.
So, yeah, I've been on the fence on everything tonight. I might as well keep the train going.
No, nigga, hop on the fucking fence. What the fuck? What train is
I would. It's funny because I have a mentor and he says like God doesn't like such and such. But anyway, it reminded me of what we were just talking about. But forget that. I'm kind of 50-50 because on one end I would like something completely original because some tropes you can kind of see, and you know that some characters aren't going away. But at the same time, if they do introduce those original characters, you already know that, boom, yep, that's the character that's going to die. That's the character that's going to sacrifice himself. That's the character that's going to, sacrifice himself for the greater good. But it will be nice to get like an original arc of something. But then when I look at it, most of these characters in Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of do go through their unique arcs that has nothing. It kind of follows the guidelines of the comic books, but it also goes in like an original way. So I guess what I would like to see is, instead of, I don't know. Okay, let's take Black Panther. I don't know what the fuck Black Panther does, but instead of like taking like his traditional arc or his traditional story, why not change it up a bit? Kind of like what they did with the Hulk. I mean, with Bruce Banner and Black Widow. I don't think that was in the comics ever. Like just Bruce Banner and Black Widow. That's actually unique. It's something we haven't. Yeah, like their romantic relationship. Yeah, do more shit like that. Why not? Have Black Panther hanging out with Thor?
I'm talking
shit like that.
But you're not. I mean, are you wrapping this back around to creating new characters? Because this just sounds like scenarios, which I'm for, but the original.
Kind of both. I just don't want to see like maybe because I still got Sony syndrome, but I don't want to see that. Hey, if the comic book did it, that means we have to do it in our movies.
But we're talking about using characters that are already in the mythos that add to the mythos. Like, we're not talking about making a scientist character when you have thousands of scientist characters, not thousands, but thousands of scientist characters to pick from in the actual comic books. Not, you can put them in whatever situation you want to, but we don't need to create, the argument is, do we need to create original characters for the story arcs in Marvel? Not, do we need to repeat?
Well, I mean, I think what Andre is getting at is that he clearly doesn't want new characters. He would just rather create new interactions between characters.
I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. Okay. I guess you really don't need new characters, especially when you have comic books is so fucking deep that they can make a fucking class out of this shit.
Well, I mean, it depends. Because, like, if you kept track with The Walking Dead, Daryl wasn't, like, an original character on The Walking Dead comics.
True. But The Walking Dead is not as big as Marvel Comics. Not even close.
I mean, but still, they were able to introduce a new character and, like, kind of stay within the arc, but allowing it to change a little bit just to kind of keep the fans on their toes.
Yeah, but
so I'm just saying, like, if they were to create a new character in Marvel and add it to the movie, I feel if they did like it the same way that Walking Dead did, it would either kind of change the story arc just enough so that you won't predict everything.
I disagree.
Because
I disagree.
Well, I mean, it's just to keep them on their toes. Because it's like, if you read the comics, you already know.
First of all,
everything's going to be predictable, and you already know what's going to happen.
Okay, but first off, no, that's not how that works. Characters do not determine what fucking route the story takes, right?
That can be debated.
It doesn't matter. Well, what I want to say. It's not like picking a certain character for a movie sets what the movie is going to be about, technically, unless it's the main character. My argument is that Walking Dead's universe is nowhere near as big as Marvel Universe. Marvel's universe does not need to make new characters for the cinematic universe because 9 times out of 10, there's already going to be someone that can fit the role. And either you bring new light to a character that already exists, or you just make an already hyped character more hype, like Black Panther versus Falcon, right?
Yeah, but I think what Flo, and I guess in some part me, is trying to say is like, okay, but if they do introduce, let's say what they do what Flo wants, which is introduce Storm. She gets her own spin-off movie. You already know that, okay, if it follows the beats of the comic book, Flo, somehow Black Panther and Storm is going to get together, which I'm totally against, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. I don't understand why.
And that means the super cool spy chick, I mean, not the super cool, yeah, the spy chick that I actually liked in the movie, she's going to die in some way, shape, or form. Kind of like what the Amazing Spider-Man did. So that makes everything predictable. And I think I just don't want to fall into that.
Characters, that doesn't make it necessarily predictable. You don't
yes,
know
it
that
does.
You don't know that they're going to go that right. Go that route. Sorry.
Because you already, they might go that route, but they might not go that route. But you already know in the back of your head, there's an 80% chance that if they, taking my example, if they do introduce Storm, they're going to have Storm and Black Panther interact in some type of romantic, maybe even sexual way.
So are you saying like Storm should get with someone else and they make a new character like that?
Not make a new character.
Because what it sounds like is like you're mixing two arguments. And one argument
I'm 50. Like I said, I'm 50. I'm 50-50.
No, one of the arguments we're not even talking about. You're not even taking a side. You're just in a different fucking ballpark. Like the situation doesn't matter ultimately, right? The argument is there a need for original characters for the MCU to bring their own flavor to it, right? The point your guys are standing on is, yeah, there should be created characters because there should be original characters because Black Panther and Storm can have a movie together, even though Andre doesn't want that, and that could be cool because you know what's going to happen if you see the same characters. And I'm just like, it's that doesn't really. Half of that is on point, and then the other half is just like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Yeah, but you can't say that these movies don't follow a beat sometimes.
All movies follow a beat. It's movies, like everything.
But when they introduce a character, you already know what that character. Let's say they even did this with Winter Soldier. Like they mentioned Stephen Strange, who is Doctor Strange. You already know what he's about and what he's going to do.
Yeah, okay.
He's a sorcerer.
Okay.
That made things kind of predictable. We already know. Okay, they mentioned this. We might get a Doctor Strange movie one day.
So I would love for you to show me a movie that you've watched in, I don't know, maybe the past few months that you didn't know what was going to happen from it. Like you're always going to know. And even if it wasn't Doctor Strange, it would have just been some random person who says, I'm a sorcerer. Well, guess what? You know, he's a fucking sorcerer now. Like, what's the point of replacing the character when you already have a character that fits the bill? Like, why are you wasting time making a character when you have so many other characters to pull from? And not a lot of the characters that shine, and the characters that shine aren't in their comics aren't usually the ones that are like top name. Like, I would love to see fucking Misty Knight in the movie, or the new, even though she's kind of top tier right now, the new Miss Marvel, or anyone from her team like Nova. They haven't pulled Nova yet. Like again, there's no point in creating new characters when you could just use the old guys. I mean, changing the route of the story and how it goes, that's just a completely different thing altogether, which I agree, it should at some point not be as predictable, but to another extent, I understand that everything's going to be predictable because I've seen, not everything, but I've seen a good majority of things and it's only going to play out a certain way. The hero's always going to win in these types of movies.
Yeah, and that's what I'm not talking about, because obviously the good guys are going to win. A nigga might die, but the good guys are going to win.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, what if they had a character and they introduced, and you had no idea what the fuck he does? You have no idea what he's about. You have no idea what his powers are. You have no idea with that. If they, let's say back in the day in phase 2, they said that we're bringing in Doctor Strange. You already know what Doctor Strange does. You know how he gets his powers. You know where he learns it from. You know how he does it. But you have X nigga who comes in and it's like, okay, now we're going off track. Now you have no idea what we're going to do with this guy here. And that's something that Marvel could use to break the minutia out of everything.
So again, that brings back the Ninja Turtles argument where they had a character named Baxter Stockman that could be the scientist, and they used some other fucking scientist for the scientist. Like Baxter Stockman worked directly under Shredder. So the fact that you have a Shredder and some no-name scientist instead of Baxter Stockman is going to leave a lot of people pissed off. Like, not even people who, like, I understand. Okay, ultimately, what you got, it sounds like, I hear your argument now, you want fresh experiences, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So for you, everything's a fresh experience because you don't know what anybody does.
It's not for me. Okay, so
yeah. I mean, okay. And again, okay. Well, that was actually the end of my point. Those 2 points. That
okay, but even people like me, like let's say, Marvel is so fucking big. It's almost to the point where 80% of everybody watching the Marvel movies actually don't know what the fuck these characters are about and what they do. I'm pretty sure that 90% of people didn't even know fucking Black Panther and T'Challa existed before the fucking movie.
So name me 7 fucking Black Panther. Name me 5 Black Panther villains without naming.
Nigga, I can't even do that with Superman. Stop.
I'm saying. Well, you kind of could. I think you could at least name like 4.
Lex Luthor.
Boom.
You said 5 though.
You named 4.
I think you said Black Panther. Are you fucking the Black Panther or another one? Superman.
It said Superman.
Yeah.
So I got Lex Luthor. I got Superman. Brainiac.
Yeah.
Bizarro. Fuck. Hold up. I'm not even joking. Like I don't want you to think that I'm cheating. I'm trying to think of some.
You've seen him so many times. You know who
Gorilla Grodd is Flash, right?
That's Flash.
Solomon Grundy.
I think that's Batman.
Isn't that Batman?
I think it's Batman.
No, I thought he did fight Superman too.
What?
We'll shelf that one.
I mean, Gorilla Grodd also fights Superman. So
right.
You've seen
Lobo.
But some of the
Lobo, I think is a Superman villain, or he's just as strong as Superman.
Oh fuck, Darkseid.
Boom, that's what I was waiting for.
Never mind then. So I guess I can see Maurice's point. They're I guess what Maurice is saying is there's such a plethora. I like that word. There's such a plethora of characters that you really don't need. You literally have a character for every single archetype. You just need to figure out which ones you want to flesh out and delve, and which ones will actually look good in the movie.
Right.
So I guess I can see that argument.
Yeah, and like again, Thor's a good example, right? Thor wasn't good because it was a great story. It was good because it was a fun fucking movie, and you had fun going to go see it.
The last one.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Oh my god, I meant Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I don't know. You said you talk about Dark World because I can't even remember Dark World, son. To be very honest,
they went to some dark place and Loki was there. I think
there was some red shit all over the place.
Right. Jokes.
Right. Okay. Damn, Jared. You agree with Maurice? There we go. Moving on. We ain't gotta talk to you.
I thought I already said this.
Did he?
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I said I'd be down with it, but I kind of see Maurice's point that there really is no need. There's just so many characters that they can choose from.
I can agree with that.
I make good arguments. My name's Maurice.
All right, don't suck yourself off. Anyway, last mini topic that I guess this is just going to be a one-on-one between me and Flo because I know you niggas don't care about shit like this. Does anybody know the results of the Oscars?
Oh, wow.
The only one that really matters, and that is Jordan Peele. He won Best Screenplay.
Damn. Do you realize what you just said?
What?
The only one that matters was Jordan Peele.
Yep.
That's what you just said.
That's the only one that I really cared about.
Okay, say that next time. Because you just diminished a whole bunch of people that worked really hard on their movies. Just because they're not black doesn't mean they didn't work hard on what they just did.
Oh my god.
What the hell is that? Oh my god. If that was me, y'all would have said I was racist. Which, spoiler alert, I am. Ha
Is it really a spoiler? I feel like if they listen, they kind of would know.
Yeah, damn, I'm not actually racist. What the fuck? But yeah, you kind of sounded racist there. And like, oh well, the black guy won. He's the only black guy that won, so he's the only one that mattered. Like, goddamn, you ain't gotta do that. I was actually happy that Gary Oldman. If you don't know who Gary Oldman is, shame on you. Hey Jared, do you know who Gary Oldman is? Damn it, Maurice, save me.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of him.
Okay, Gary Oldman is one of the best British actors of all time. I'm telling you, man, these British niggas,
he wasn't in Kingsman, was he?
What?
No, that was
Audrey assume in the can't ban him.
that was Colin Firth and Mark Strong. I think Mark Strong is British too, which is also weird.
Yeah,
we got a lot of British niggas in our movies. Gary Oldman, he was Sirius Black in Harry Potter, and
oh yeah, that's where I know him from.
The detective, the Commissioner Gordon in Dark Knight.
We've had this conversation before.
Okay.
Damn, I'm the only one that pay attention to shit. I guess I am. Yeah. So he won for playing a president. I forgot which one. It was extremely white. So yeah, that's just something that the Oscars does. What was the whitest movie that was set in? If it's a period piece, and if you're acting extra white, and you have to like gain weight or change your voice a little bit, then you pretty much won an Oscar. And Gary Oldman did that, and Gary Oldman can actually fucking act. Imagine that. So yeah, Gary Oldman took best actor over everybody's favorite to win it, Daniel Kaluuya. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that last name, but Daniel Kaluuya is the what?
Kaluuya.
Damn, where are you? Huh?
Yeah, Kaluuya.
No. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you just called me an alcoholic for no reason. Kind of like what Kessie did. Shout out to Kessie.
Is she watching?
Yeah, she's probably.
I mean, there's no reason. It's like you kind of are alcoholic, but it's okay.
What? How am I an alcoholic?
How would you even know that? You only know him for like 2 years and seen him like 3 times.
It's okay. Have you heard him talk about alcohol?
Because I like alcohol.
Because he's a fucking snob. Then he knows that.
I mean, I don't call Maurice a fucking shut-in nerd because he knows a lot about video games.
You should. I mean,
but yeah,
I don't think I know that much, but I appreciate
very accurate. You would not be wrong.
Damn. Wait, what did you just say?
Everybody today.
I was agreeing with you, bro.
But I wasn't actually calling them that. I was okay.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to him?
Both.
Dang, what the fuck was I even talking about?
You think I know more about
the Oscars?
I swear I don't know shit.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay.
Is Kaluuya? Something like that.
So
the one from Get Out. The star of Get Out. Let's just make it easier.
The star of Get Out. I want to say his actual name though. Daniel Kaluuya. There you go. He was the star of Get Out who put on a brilliant performance, but you know, white people, you ain't there yet, nigga. So yeah, I was actually rooting for Daniel, but you know, Gary Oldman is Gary Oldman. If Gary Oldman is in whatever category you're in, pretty much Gary Oldman took that award. So yeah. So Jared, I'm pretty sure you didn't even watch the Oscars, nor did you care about it. Did Jared die? Yeah. And Maurice doesn't like this type of shit.
What is this type of shit?
Exactly. So I guess we're just gonna end it off of that. I actually did want to get into some Oscar stuff and you know what movies won, but who gives a shit about the Oscars? Nobody watched these movies anyway. So
except Get Out.
If only there was something you could do to prepare us to look at the Oscars. Or something.
Right. I mean. Well, here's like something interesting that I saw on a post, and it was like someone asked like, well, why aren't some of like the action superhero movies, you know, up for Oscars, despite that they were done really well?
It's a stigma.
Right. So it's like Black Panther did insanely well in the box office, got rave reviews. You know, do you think they would be up for an Oscar? And
well, Black Panther was
next
kind
year.
of this year.
Well, I think he's coming next year.
Oh well, I mean, Logan would be your argument. Didn't it lose?
Oh yeah, Logan didn't get anything, and that's a fucking shame because that dude. Yeah,
they really killed that performance.
Yeah, everybody in that.
That was a tearjerker.
I don't know about tearjerker, but that was a really I can say that he acted well without making me cry. I feel there wasn't
that ending part, like the sequence. I don't know. I'm on Flo's side with that one. That was
Okay.
kind
I
of a
didn't really.
tearjerker. Like that was like he was basically struggling to the end, son, in true Wolverine fashion.
Oh, I liked everything before the fact that he died and he got to cuss as much as he wanted to. I love that shit. And we got Patrick Stewart, and he can actually like
Act.
go at it with yeah, exactly. Like he's not being held back. He's not being held back by the director or writing. Like, nah, let's have Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart. These both of these two great actors. Let's just have them go back and forth, and that shit was wonderful. It was a good send off too. The two that started are the two that ended it. So yeah, Logan should have got something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I got. Does anybody else have anything else that they want to bring to the attention of the podcast? Go ahead and jump in at any fucking time.
No, I'm good.
Awesome Con.
What the what?
Awesome Con.
Oh my God.
Awesome Con. Oh
Yeah.
right, yeah. Awesome Con is happening in DC. Black nigga number 4 will be there. Forgot his name.
Oh my God.
John Boyega, who was also fucking British. Look, you know what?
Maybe we just need to go to Britain.
I mean, we should. There's actually a lot of black people in Britain. Not too many people know that. There's a lot of fucking black people in Britain. They're mostly Jamaican and Caribbean. Imagine that.
Neat.
Not, I know. Whenever you say neat, you just that's your word for saying I really don't give a shit.
And that's why we're friends.
No.
Anyway, yeah, we can end it right here. Following, what's the word I use? Thoughts, final thoughts, wrap ups, all that good shit.
Closing statements.
Closing statements. Jared, you haven't said shit all night. You got a good mic. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, so I'm sorry.
You're
Closing statements.
Yes.
I don't know. Really excited for Infinity War, and that's really it.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, really.
Maurice.
Shit. Monster Hunter is a really awesome game. I don't know what else to tell you. There's just a lot of shit to do. Like I'm still not even done with all the shit I need to do. Like, fuck. I already beat technically the last boss. In Devil Joe this Friday. That's gonna be hype. Call him Joey. He my nigga.
Okay, Flo.
Excited for Luke Cage to come out as well as Legion. And excited for Infinity War that is actually coming out early.
Roll your R's like that, please. Okay. Andre.
Oh, I firmly believe that Taco Bell is not as good as
And we're ending the
Did you-
podcast.
I think that you're a fucking degenerate for thinking that. But hey,
everyone, thank you.
Okay, again, I said third option, Grubhub. So let's end with that. Always go with Grubhub.
Or not. Bye, everybody.
Taco Bell trash.